from there. Okay. Right. Hi, we are here today to talk to you about getting a membership online. And this is our landing page and where you'll probably start, the playlargo.com page. We're going to go to the registration in order to get to the WEBTRAC platform, or this opening page where it's going to give you the options, right? So probably we'll start out by searching. And when you're searching to start out, you're going to go for the membership purchase, or of course the renewal option is there as well. Once you get to this screen, it's going to ask you which one you would like to purchase. There is a variety of different memberships, both resident and non-resident, and a variety of time frames. Please keep in mind when you're clicking this option, once you add it to the cart and sign in, it is going to be designated on your physical mailing address as to where you live and pay property taxes. So please select accordingly, as it will give you an error when you come to the page if not. So once you select your membership and you get to the login page, if you are a current customer and you've had a membership or a account within the last 10 years, you are going to be in our system, okay? So you would be able to log in. If you forgot your username and password, you would be able to do that now. If you are a brand new customer and you've never used any of our services before, never rented anything from us before at the City of Largo, then we're going to go ahead and click on the new customer, click to add account. Many times this will be your case in watching this video, okay? So we're going to start here and we're just going to fill in all of the information. Though the red information is what is required of you, a lot of the other information is very important in order for your account to successfully go through registrations. So things like the birthday are not required. However, if you're trying to register your child for a class that is 3 years old to 5-year-olds and you don't put a birthday in at all, unfortunately, we'll give you an error and it will not allow you to register for that class. Okay, so again, birthday is not required, but recommended, strongly recommended. In the address line, you're going to put your mailing address. You're going to make sure you include your full mailing address. If you notice, as we type in here, you're going to see some addresses pop up, all right? So best case, if you see your address there, to go ahead and select it so that it's in the proper format and it's showing up correctly in our system. This address right here is what will designate your residency. So it's going to be very important that it is correct, because our system is able to tell whether that resident is a resident or a non-resident. Remember, when you're selecting residency or when you're putting in your address, it is going to be based on property taxes, not based on your physical mailing address. So you could have a Clearwater mailing address while still being a City of Largo resident, or a Largo mailing address while not being a City of Largo resident. This duplicate check that I'm getting right here is because I already have an account of some sort, all right? So maybe you don't remember, maybe it's been 8 or 9 years since you've used our facilities. Please click here to go to the user recovery page instead of clicking the OK, because we'll potentially create you another household. That could be very confusing in the long run, as when you go to check in, you may have 2 different households and they're not sure which one has your membership on it, okay? That could be at any time throughout this process. So if you're getting that duplicate household, there is something that is toggling, whether it's your email address, your phone number, your name, something that's telling the system, hey, we already have one of these in here, please check again, okay? So make sure that if that's the case, that you toggle and keep going to the recovery page instead of completing this, right? So in this format, we're going to go ahead and enter a different email address because we want to keep going, right? And we're not doing a duplicate for this example. However, if you're running into that problem, please be aware. As you see, after that, we're going to have a toggle for additional family members and emergency contacts. You're not going to be able to drop down to those yet because you haven't entered anything yet. However, down here in our yellow buttons is where you're going to be able to add additional family members. If you are registering your child for a membership card, please do the top half as yourself and put your child here in the additional family member, right? Your child should not be the master on the account as far as the family member is concerned. Your child would be an additional family member. Children especially will reiterate especially important that we have their birthday. That's going to designate a lot of things for them and is not going to allow you to register for any type of specialty camp or any type of course that has an age restriction on it if their birthday is not in there. Okay. Emergency contacts is how you're going to add, apologize, right here, we're going to have the I'm not a robot. You'll select that. First, we want to make sure that we have some sort of emergency contact, though that is not required on here before you can move on to add. We do want to make sure that we have at least one emergency contact for you. This is in the event that something happens to you while you're in our facility or happens to your child while in your facility. We have some people that we can reach out to and call. Okay. So we're going to have an emergency contact or two. They do not have to be local, someone we can get a hold of just in case. And minimum, we could use a phone number for them, right? If you'd like to enter their additional information, you're welcome to. Now we're going to go to the I am not a robot. We're going to enter in the information that we need to, and then we'll be able to proceed on to save that information that we've entered. And log into our account. All right, so this is going to give me an error message. And remember, this is why I talked about the previous screen being sure that you purchase. So now once we've logged into this account is a resident account. It is not going to let us select a non-membership pass. Now, if you are a non-resident and you've entered a non-resident address, it's going to do the same thing if you select a resident. So just keep that in mind. You'll need to select the one that is proper to your account in order to add it to your account. Okay. So in this case, it's a resident. Now you're going to see everybody that's in my household, right? Because we have put all of these additional household members in and wants to know who are we purchasing the membership. You can purchase it for more than one person by clicking more than one person. You can purchase it for just one person by only clicking the one person that you want to purchase it for. Okay. So either way, you're going to click on, you're going to continue. Now you're going to find any type of waiver that we have here. This is going to be our liability waiver. It is required in order for you to move on. So you'll be agreeing to this before you continue. All right, now we have it in our cart and it is going to give us your total balance. For this example, it's going to show up as 0 because this is an account that already currently has a membership and isn't going to need a fee associated with it. However, it would show your total fee right there, including your taxes. All right. The original fee on the page where you click it is pre-tax. This is going to be after tax. And then you would proceed to check out in order to complete your membership. Once you have the membership, it will allow you to continue on with the other types of registration, such as programs and classes. All right. So if we go back into the cart, you can see if you want to move forward, you can go ahead and do that. But once you move forward, that would be a payment screen that you're going to get. Right. So that is all we have with memberships today. If you have any questions or any trouble in going through this process, please feel free to give us a call at the Rec Admin office or one of our facilities, and we'd be happy to help. We look forward to seeing you in our center soon.